Most people don't realize it's happening. There's no warning, no loud alarms, just small things. A little fatigue, shortness of breath when climbing stairs. That moment when you forget why you walked into a room. You tell yourself, it's just age. It's probably nothing. But what if it's not? What if your body has been whispering to you for months and you just didn't know how to listen? Doctors say that the real danger often doesn't come suddenly. It builds up quietly one day at a time. Not through accidents, not through dramatic symptoms, but through small daily habits that feel completely harmless. Things you've done for years. Things you might be doing right now without realizing the cost. It's not your fault. No one warned you. But today that changes. Because in this video, we're going to uncover 7 everyday habits that quietly hurt the most important part of your body, especially after 70. If you're over 70 or love someone who is, this might be the most important video you watch this year. Let's begin. You're not lazy. You're not careless. And no, this isn't about blaming you. Because most of us were never taught how to care for our hearts after 70. We were told to eat less salt, to walk a little, maybe take our pills. But no one ever explained that tiny everyday routines, the ones we barely think about, can quietly wear down the most vital part of our body. Not all at once, but little by little. Like drops of water carving stone. You didn't ignore your health. You just didn't know that skipping one meal or staying in your chair too long could actually be part of the problem. But here's the truth. It's never too late. Never too late to notice. Never too late to start fresh. And never too late to protect the life still ahead of you. So now, let's take a closer look. Not with guilt, but with awareness. Let's uncover these 7 daily habits. Because knowing them might just save your life. It's just one meal. That's what many people think. You wake up, maybe not very hungry. You have a cup of coffee. Maybe a piece of toast. Maybe nothing at all. You tell yourself, I'll eat something later. And that becomes the routine. Days turn into weeks. And suddenly, breakfast is no longer part of your life. But here's what most people don't realize. Skipping breakfast puts your heart under stress. Especially after 70, when the body no longer handles sudden shifts in blood sugar the way it used to. According to a study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, people who regularly skip breakfast are 27% more likely to develop heart disease. That's a big number. And it has nothing to do with overeating or weight. It's about rhythm, the natural rhythm your heart depends on. When you skip breakfast, your body enters a mini stress state. Your blood sugar drops, your cortisol rises, and your heart has to work harder just to stabilize your system. You might feel fine. You might even feel lighter. But beneath the surface, your heart is paying the price. So what can you do? You don't need a big, heavy meal. Start simple. A banana, a boiled egg, a small bowl of oatmeal, something warm, something steady. Because when you feed your body early, you give your heart a smoother path to follow, not a mountain to climb. You sit down for just a moment, to read the newspaper, to watch your favorite show, to scroll through your phone or rest after a meal. And before you know it, an hour has passed, then 2, then maybe more. It feels peaceful, maybe even well-earned. But inside your body, something very different is happening. When you sit for long periods, especially without standing or stretching, your circulation slows, your blood starts to pool in the legs, and your heart, the engine that moves blood throughout your entire body, has to work harder to keep things flowing. According to the American Heart Association, prolonged sitting increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, even if you exercise later in the day. In fact, researchers now call sitting the new smoking because it quietly damages the same organs, especially the heart. But here's the good news. You don't need to run a marathon. You don't even need to go for long walks. All you have to do is stand up. Every 30 minutes, stretch your legs, take a few steps, move your arms, breathe deeply. Just a minute or 2 is enough to reset your heart's rhythm, enough to remind your body that you are still alive and moving. Because your heart, it was made to move with you, not wait in silence. You're hungry. You sit down to eat. And without thinking, you finish your meal in just a few minutes. No pauses. No chewing slowly. Just quick bites between TV scenes or phone notifications. And then you feel full. Maybe too full. Maybe even tired. But the meal is over and your heart, it's just getting started. Most people don't realize this, but eating too fast forces your body into overdrive. When food enters your stomach quickly and all at once, your digestive system scrambles to respond. Your blood rushes to your gut, your heart starts working harder to support digestion, and your body experiences a spike in blood pressure and sugar. In a study from Hiroshima University, fast eaters were found to be twice as likely to develop metabolic syndrome, a combination of high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and excess body fat, all of which are dangerous for the heart. It's not about what you eat. It's about how you eat. So slow down. Take smaller bites. Put your fork down between each one. Chew more. Taste your food. Turn off distractions. Focus on the act of eating, not just finishing. Your heart needs time to adapt. And when you rush your meals, you rush your body into a state it wasn't designed to handle, especially after 70. Remember, your meal isn't a race. It's a gift. And giving your heart time to process that gift is one of the simplest ways to protect it. It's easy to overlook. You brush when you remember. You skip flossing because it feels like a chore. And dentist visits? Well, they've become rare because you don't feel any pain. But just because your teeth aren't hurting doesn't mean your heart is safe. Your mouth is not separate from the rest of your body. It's the gateway. And when bacteria from your gums enter your bloodstream, they don't stop in your mouth. They travel. They spread. They cause inflammation. And your heart is one of the first places they reach. Studies from the American Heart Association have found a strong link between gum disease and increased risk of heart attack, stroke, and clogged arteries. In fact, people with poor oral health are almost twice as likely to suffer from cardiovascular complications. This doesn't mean you need perfect teeth. It means your gums matter more than you think, because inflamed gums release harmful bacteria into the blood, triggering an immune response that can weaken the walls of your arteries. Over time, that response can turn into serious heart trouble. So what can you do? Brush twice a day gently but thoroughly. Floss once a day. Use an antibacterial mouthwash if recommended. And don't skip your dental checkups. Think of it this way. You're not just brushing your teeth. You're protecting your heart one stroke at a time. You tell yourself you're fine. You smile when people ask how you're doing. You nod, say I'm okay, even when something inside feels heavy. Because that's how you were raised, right? To stay strong, to keep it together, to handle things quietly. But what if staying silent was slowly breaking your heart? Stress doesn't always look dramatic. It doesn't always come with tears or shouting. Sometimes it's quiet. Tight shoulders, sleepless nights, a stomach that's always in knots. And when you keep that stress inside, your body reacts whether you realize it or not. Your brain tells your adrenal glands to release cortisol. Your blood pressure rises. Your heart rate increases. And when this happens day after day, your heart begins to feel the wear. According to the Cleveland Clinic, chronic emotional stress significantly increases the risk of high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and even heart attacks. And yet many seniors are told to stay calm, don't make a fuss, keep things to yourself. But your body needs release. Your heart needs peace, not pressure. So what can you do? Talk to someone, even if it's just 5 minutes. Write your thoughts in a journal. Take a walk. Breathe deeply on purpose. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to be strong all the time. Because strength is not silence. It's knowing when to let go. You probably don't think you eat too much salt. You don't shake it onto your food. You skip the chips. You avoid canned soup. But salt isn't always obvious. It hides in sauces, in bread, in frozen meals labeled healthy. And over time, that hidden salt stiffens your blood vessels, raises your blood pressure, and makes your heart work harder than it should. Every single day. The World Health Organization recommends less than 5 grams of salt per day. Most people, they consume more than double that amount without even realizing it. So check your labels. Cook more at home. And when you do eat out, ask for low-sodium options. Because the damage salt does is silent until it isn't. And then there's sleep. You might not think your bedtime matters much anymore. You fall asleep when you're tired. You wake up in the middle of the night. You nap during the day. But your heart needs rhythm. And sleep is part of that rhythm. Irregular sleep patterns confuse your internal clock. They throw off your hormones. They affect blood pressure. And they've been linked to higher rates of stroke and heart failure in older adults. Good sleep isn't about sleeping longer. It's about sleeping steadier. So try this. Go to bed at the same time each night. Wake up around the same time each morning. Limit late-night screens and heavy meals. Give your body a chance to reset, to rest deeply and consistently. Because salt and sleep may seem unrelated, but together they shape the rhythm your heart depends on to keep you alive. You've just heard about 7 habits, none of them extreme, none of them loud, but all of them powerful. Not because they happen once, but because they happen every day. Skipping breakfast, sitting too long, eating too fast, neglecting your gums, holding in your stress, letting salt sneak in, losing your sleep rhythm. They don't hurt right away. They don't cause sudden pain. But over time, they take their toll quietly, steadily, silently. But here's what matters most. It's not too late. No matter your age, no matter your past, you can choose one habit, just one, and start changing it today. Stand up once an hour. Eat slowly at your next meal. Brush your teeth tonight with care. Tell someone how you really feel. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Each small choice is a message to your heart. I'm still here, and I still care. Because this isn't just about living longer. It's about living better. With more energy, with more peace, with more moments with the people you love. If this video helped you, please share it with someone you care about. Your parent, your partner, your friend. Because one small habit, shared at the right time, can truly save a life.